What is up, everyone? My name is TehCrono, and welcome to episode 2 of our Angelic Buster solo progression. And today's episode, we're going to be doing a lot of pre-quests. Mainly because we need to do these quests to unlock access to bosses and stuff like that. And we're going to do that. So first off, starting with Von Leon. So this was one of those theme dungeons I always thought you had to do the whole theme dungeon to unlock them. No, you don't. All you have to do is like the 4 towers. Now, doing the quest line, the whole theme dungeon unlocks dailies, which you can, kill mobs and do stuff like that. I don't remember what the dailies give you, but it also gives you access to getting some of the Von Leon sets and stuff like that. So it's a good thing to do if you want to do the whole theme dungeon. It's not a bad idea or anything like that. Me personally, I just didn't want to do it because we got a free CRA set anyway, so oh well. Aside from that, all you have to do is pretty much the 4 towers, and once you unlock all 3 towers by killing mobs, I think you just have to get like 100 etc drops on each of the mobs and then kill 222 vultures. Now once you get that stuff done, it's pretty much just you're done. Oh, I also have to find a scroll inside of a golem, and then you can just do Von Leon. He is needed for late game. I think you also need to do the Von Leon on hard to unlock the liberated weapon, which you're not going to get probably for a long time unless you're already 275 and beat Black Mage. Then yeah. So that's pretty much it for Von Leon. It's still something that's worth doing. Also boss crystals. Now Von Leon himself, I'm not going to really go much into because we'll be fighting him most likely, I think episode 6 maybe. We might fight a lot of these bosses because they're like 160 or something bosses, so I'm gonna just wait till like then to do it and stuff like that. And I'll go more into like the items and stuff like that. But Von Leon's theme dungeon of this area is also really good to training from 120 to 140 if you want to. It's a good training spot. So yeah. Alright, the second boss on our list of things we're going to do, which I think would, yeah. Oh, also I forgot to mention this too. Since Ninja Castle got changed, this is where you get ginger bells, in case people are wondering. Actually, I'm thinking of something. I don't think I ever transfer those arcane symbols. Whoops. Anywho, so Papadus is our next boss we're doing the pre-quest for. His is actually a lot more easier than Von Leon. It's really just come to this map with Star Force and then do like a Star Force quest, and then you're done. And then you have to hunt the mobs because it is a Star Force map, which Star Force maps give you bonus experience and the stronger. Really good. You need Star Force anyway to complete your 5th job advancement, so would recommend working on it right now. And also, there's a lot of better training spots to do with Star Force, so it's worth doing. Anyway, once you complete like all the etc drops, you can get a drop from this. I think it's like a mark, and then you fight Papadus. That's pretty much it. Papadus himself, there's a lot of items you can get from him, and he's worth doing too. So again, we'll go more into that when we actually fight the boss. Now comes the bane of this video, one reason why it took a while for me to come to record it. Magnus. The reason why Magnus was such a nightmare, because I remember hearing somewhere like Novas, it's a lot more easier for Novas to do Magnus pre-quest. I'm like, oh. And at that time I never really played a Nova class, so I just like, oh, that probably makes sense, that's story based, the part of Nova Grande, so it makes sense, that it's easier. I was wrong. It's backwards. It's harder than a sense of hard, but more of it's longer, which makes it more tedious to do. I think this whole quest line for me took 3 hours to do. It was not fun. Every second I was I'll get closer to like what I think was the end, and I'm like, okay, we're done. Press record, and I have like 20 more. I think I was watching a YouTube video of like where to go and stuff, because it's like, I think after I finish like the first half, like normally when you get to that point, you're done with like explorers or any other class that isn't a Nova, and that was only like 5 minutes into an hour-long video. I was like, huh. Well, boys, this is gonna be a long ride, and you want to do the pre-quest because it does make it easier to get a lot of the a lot of the drops. I think the shoulder badge, and of course you get the tyrant cape. I think there's tyrant gloves. I think there's tyrant gloves, but a lot of those stuff are more easier to drop, and some of them only drop in hard mode. And to get hard in normal, you have to do this. Yay! It's not fun, trust me. I remember just hating this day, but at least we got it done, and that's pretty much about it. Magnus pre-quest is never really hard. It's just you do unlock it at level 90, but you probably won't fight normal Magnus until like 160 probably. Actually, I think he locks at 155. I don't know why they give you a lot of these quest lines that unlocks her, like Pink Bean unlocks to 140, but you don't fight him till like 180. It makes no sense. Same thing with like Cygnus. She unlocks at 160, but you don't fight her until... Oh, you can fight her at like 200. It's just... you probably don't have enough range yet, so... yeah. Anyway, also, since we're just going to be kind of running through this, I want to make note of something. This video took a lot longer for me to do, not because of this. I actually have a lot of episodes done. It's just for the last couple of days, I was kind of trying to rush to get my Phantom to 235. Still haven't done it yet. And I feel like if I can get it to 235, I'll just be done. And I don't have to touch my Phantom for a while. And I can just focus on this character and Kane that came out today. And I can't play him because my name is still used, and I forgot to delete him until like 2 o'clock yesterday. I was like, I have to wait 2 hours. I have to wait 4 hours until I can play King. Unless I go with a different name, which name I want to use and watch it be taken. Well, not taken, but someone used a different like special characters and stuff like that. But we're coming to the end. I think once you get to a quest that shows this scene, you're done, and you can actually do Magnus. I actually don't know. I looked at the video, they ended right there. I queued up for Magnus and it took me to the map, so I was like, okay, I must be done. But that's Magnus pre-quest. Anyway, something I didn't do. Now we got the 3 bosses that I wanted to do for this episode. There's still a lot more bosses we can do. I decided to do 2 more. Yu Garden and Commerci. Because they're very short, really easy to do, and I can, cover them very fast. Let's start with Yu Garden. Something I didn't do in my Blaze Wizard just because I just didn't care to do this. My Blaze Wizard was 160 when people started recommended. Actually, I think it was like 200 already. People were like, yeah, do Yu Garden. I was like, no, it's just not fun. And because a lot of all things, just back then I was just being dumb. But it's not a hard quest line. You literally come in, talk to this guy, and just take it back, and you unlock the first set of dailies. 2 missions you can do. That's worth it. You can actually just do those and just grind out 6 coins every single day. I wouldn't recommend it. I would actually say do the whole quest line. Because if you can unlock all 5 missions, you get a total of 26 coins every single day. Which, the Epic Potential Scrolls in the shop, which they're in the shop if you want Epic Potential Scrolls, and not using Legion coins like I did in my Blaze Wizard, and a lot of people got mad at me for that. You can just do dailies. It's great. And buy Epic Potential Scrolls. There's also some other things you can buy, but to unlock the other ones, you have to get the other titles, which is doing missions and helping them around. Also, this is a decent training spot for 140. You might get a couple levels if you want to. Also, while training here, there's a small chance you might get a drop. It's an Etc. drop, and you'll get a quest bubble, and if you click on it, it'll tell you to go to this one guy, which is the guy with the stand. If you talk to him, he'll be like, oh, that's, this, and he'll give you a totem. Unlike Afterland, where you have it permanently, these are refreshable pretty much for a month. But if you get multiple Etc. drops, you can hold on to them, so you don't have to refresh them you still have to refresh them every month, but really fun, and it's really useful. And as you do your dailies, you might find one, and just take it. I think, since I made this character, I found one, which is still better than nothing. So Yu Garden is really good. Now, if you want to like the last mission, there is like a mini boss you have to fight. A lot of trick to find them. Go to the last map that I told you to go, which is like the Poison Jiangxi. Kill one of them. If he doesn't spawn, change channel, do it again until you find him. That's how I found it. That was one reason I hate doing this thing, because I could never finish it, and I'm like, it's just not worth it. Now, if he doesn't have it in the shop, don't just be like, well, I have to wait till tomorrow. Just change channel. I think he changes his shop each time you change channel. Well, I don't know if they're set by even and odd channels. I don't know. But he does change his shop. Just keep changing channels until you find him, and you're pretty much golden. Speaking of gold, we're going straight to Commerci, because you have to deal with gold. Commerci is another theme dungeon that I thought you had to complete the whole theme dungeon to unlock the dailies. Nope. You just have to do like 3 quests, and then you have access to the dailies, which is annoying. I honestly hate doing Commerci. And something I wanted to bring up, but I didn't bring up in episode 1, because for some reason I did not like my episode 1, and I didn't feel like re-recording it, and taking down the video and re-recording it. So I was like, I'll just change it up in episode 2. And that is, I don't know if I'm going to allow party quest, because some people might count that as carry, some people might not. I don't know, because Erda Spectrum, Hungry Mudo, you can do with other players, and it just makes it more easier to help you get more strong. Like, some people count that as carry. That's one reason I'm kind of thinking. So if you guys don't mind if I do like those party quests with other players, maybe even some of you guys, then yeah, I don't mind doing them. Because I think doing the party quest of Commerci also gives you coins. I just have never done it before, so actually I don't even know how you get to the map. But yeah, doing Commerci is also really good because it gives you access to, I think, the best in slot face accessory, a decent weapon that you can use for a while until you get your Fafnir weapon. But of course, using Pinslayer can just transfer hammer into Pinslayer. But this is a good substitute if you need to. My Blaze Wizard actually did use this weapon for a long time. Once you get to Rosa, which is like I think the 3rd trade area, you do fight a squid boss or octopus boss. If you beat him, he has a chance of dropping stuff. I think you also can get the Commerci set, which I don't know how good they are because I almost never see anything on it. Weapon's good because I think it comes with boss damage and IED or crit rate. I think one of the two. I don't remember exactly, but of course it's a decent weapon. My Blaze Wizard used it for a while until they gave us a free Absolute Lab weapon. I was like, okay. And the face accessory, the tattoo is technically, but it's better, but it's like base form. It's worse than the Zakum Condensed Power Crystal because Zakum has boss flames. But if you Star Force, so I think like 10 stars at least, the Sweetwater tattoo, it's better than that. So it's still worth getting no matter what. It can go past, I think, the Power Crystal can only go up to 8 stars. So getting past that is already 10 times better. So that's already a plus side already. And it's worth doing. But that's pretty much about it. I know we haven't even gotten into Commerci yet. But what Commerci is, you get 100 fuel every single day. And when you trade in a certain location, it drains it. Of course, the higher up you have better trades. The lower down you get worse trades and stuff. And you just do it every single day until you run out of fuel. And I think you can do the body quest a couple times a day. And then that's it. That's pretty much what you do every single day. Get dineros and trade it in. Real quick, a little small tip with the whole dinero thing. If you have enough to buy like exactly the tattoo or the pendant, which not pendant, the eye accessory, which I will go into that in a little bit. Do not buy it straight away. Hold on to at least 100 extra coins, because if you don't have enough dinero, you can't actually do the things. So be warned. Anyway, as for the eye accessory, which is the monocle, also a good item to get, but I think it's better used when you get the chaos pap mark, and then you fuse them together or something like that. I still don't understand that one. The Sweetwater stuff I'm confused on, but except for the mark. But anyway, that's really about it. I'm sorry if this episode was confusing. I just have to get back in the groove of this stuff. Hence why I want to go into a more live commentary style, which I already recorded these episodes. Might as well just do that. Anywho, for the next couple episodes, a live commentary, so they should come out a lot more faster than this one did from episode 1. Chances are I could be wrong and not, but it still should be a lot more faster because it's live commentary, and that's just me doing a couple boss fights. I think I do Rudibus, and then after that I do Hila, Horntail, and Ramaru, I think I do. And then after those, we have more pre-quests to do. I think it's 3 bosses, and that's it. And then you guys will be caught up to where I am currently, which is great. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and sorry that it took a week. It could have actually almost took a month if I didn't get off my lazy behind and did it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Peace.